come rain or mud or whatever, we carry on.
Certainly do.
Here today. But this is the building site, and I very rarely get the chance of someone who can actually film me. So here we go, XP Deus and a shovel. And thank you very much, sir.
Okay, well.
One thing about this building site is they keep moving the muck around. So stuff that's buried 20 feet deep one day, it's up on the surface the next. It's like a big giant ploughed field done over regularly. I've got to finish this section off. I don't hold much hope that the scraper went really down. I think it took some of the subsoil off as well. So far I've just had one found piece of lead. But that's what I like about metal detecting, you never know. No idea. Take it anyway, sometimes they clean up and all of a sudden they are recognisable. Nice pewter button. Have you seen the depth of these holes? Half-inch deep. I've 3 finds just like this. If I carry on like this, I'm going to put my back out. Tiny, tiny button. Huh. You put a foot of soil back on top of this and you're gonna go some to get that. Things are coming up on this site. They're tiny, tiny, tiny. Way beyond the reach of the detectors, I think, normally. Another of those curious lead toggle ends. They've got a hole through them, and the one at the bottom is always bigger than the one at the top. So it's a very, very fine cord or wire that's going into those things. Tiny, tiny, tiny little buttons. This is a world normally beyond my reach, but unbelievably tiny stuff. Very interesting. Come on the hammered. You can get an idea there how deep I'm digging. I mean, it's barely half an inch. And then here's what I'm getting. Tiny, 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 tiny little buttons. Every one of these I pick up with a pinpointer. The minute I get it, of course, the pinpointer picks it up. You could do this site with a pinpointer, I suppose. Oh, a wing nut. I'm not sure what that is. I'm not sure if it's a bullet or not. Oh, well, give that a clean up, see what it is. Well, I've pretty much done what I can do up on that scraped building site. I'm going to have to wait for the weather to dry up. So we did a bit of intuition walking, and here we are, George 3. Presumed George 3. About 1800. Oh, right in the middle of a field. No reason for it to be here. I just walked through that gap, looked straight across here and onto the coin. I still don't know how we do it. A bronze article. Had me going there, come out with a nice steady 82. I thought, whoa, silver, but hey, look at impact. It's not that far away from where I found that coin, look. I always do a 10x10 all round something I've found just to see if it's a spill or not. Oh, that'll give you an idea of the depth I'm working at in ordinary field. It's about 9-10 inches. Cut a nice single sod, and it's usually about an inch or two underneath the sod. It's still in the ground. Hefty little piece of, I think it's lead. About 1/4 of an inch under the surface. Strange. Hey, pewter spoon. Huh. Oh, even the fields are boggy, look. I'm working in a bog. I took a step back and I went about 6 inch deep in goo. What a place to detect, eh? The trouble is, the stuff in these fields is like over on that site where the topsoil was scraped off. It's about a foot down and most of it's out of reach. But, hey look, 1922, George 5, halfpenny. So that's a 2-coin intuition hunt, very good. Over there on the building site, on the giant molehill, look, a signal of 50, and I'm looking at least a button, probably a nice button. But in the fields here, any of the 50s, they're just milk bottle tops. And I must have had a dozen of those in this field alone. Come and get this topsoil off. Now, a coin ball, but I've no idea what this is. It was a very, very sharp, it's heavy. My goodness, that's heavy. Very sharp 85 signal coming in from about 6 inch down. Oh, you're a coin. Well, that was a surprise. That was a very sharp signal, 85, and oh, it's George. But it's George 3. Give it a clean when I get home, find out for sure. I can see Britannia there on that. But then again, I got a lot of experience. Whoa, big chunk of lead. It gave an 83, big clear signal, which is usually a nice coin. My compulsory iron ring. Only it's an iron rectangle. Thought it were a buckle, but I'm not too sure what it is. Now that was interesting. It was giving a sort of 80, 76. Then it wasn't giving anything. It thought, nah, I don't like it. Then it, no, it's there. And then, oh no, it isn't. But so I dug it anyway. Looks like it's a copper bracket, angle bracket. Probably from the inside of a cart, you know. Now there's a nice coin. Edward 7th. 1907. Nice penny. Now I think that's for that screws into one and it fits a hose onto the other end, I think. There's another one illustrating, see, colour sort out. And there's the coin, way down there, right in the bottom. They're all about the same distance. And it's a, I do believe it's a Georgian. There you go. See those marks coming down? 1, 2, 3 of them there, look. Right in the camera. 1, 2, 3. George 3. There's his head. Turn him over this way. And there's Britannia on the back. Well, you're new. A bronze disc. Sort of like a big washer. I've had one of you before. Whoa, one gigantic clog clip. Clasp. Hey, my goodness. There be giants in the land. That's big. I could be mistaken, but I think that's a knife guard. Off the blade of a knife. In between the blade and the handle. Well, another thin copper disc. Well, I've done well in that little field there. But time to go now. It's bonfire night tonight, setting off fireworks and having bonfires, so I've got to be there with the family. So I've had a good hunt today, the intuition still holding good. But I tell you what, we'll leave you with one for Grizzly. Grizzly, I just dug this up. It smells faintly of perfume, but that's water that's seeped in. How on earth it's done it, I don't know. But if you want to come over, there it is. I'll leave it on this wall for you, eh? Okay, happy hunting, fellas. Until I see you next time. Bye. Well, today you can split into two parts. This is the building site. I ran out of things to do on the building site. The only good places left are on a slope, and I just can't stand up. It's too slippy. I'll have to leave them. So I managed to get these in to start with. Not quite sure what this is, but it clips onto something, look. It's got a clip there, look. It's almost like a clog clip, but it's a clip. Copper. A nut. Wing nut. You go back where you should be. Bits of assorted grot. Lead. Don't know what this is. And then a piece of, again, I don't know what you are. Piece of lead, cut. I thought it was a bullet, but I'm not sure what that is. Right. Buttons. Tiny, tiny, tiny little buttons, look. There's no way I can get down to these. These are at least a foot under, and I can't get them on a grass field. It's only because there's no topsoil I can get these, as is proved by this side. Look, there are none. I think this is number 4 of this item. Obviously something goes through there, and then either knots underneath there, and it's the end of, it's a tog or something, I'm not sure what. And then we have a nice pewter button. Actually, that's the first thing I found. I have a habit of finding a decent button first, and then it goes downhill. So I did what I could on the site, and I gotta admit I get fed up walking back and forward. So then I did a little bit of intuition. I just went into the grass fields and started just going wherever I felt like going. Let's start with the junkite. This is that snapped on me when I was cleaning it. This is how brittle it gets. I think that was for inside a cart. It's like holding the woodwork together. A 2.2 cartridge, a .177 airgun pellet, no idea, that screws into something and something goes on the end of there. That's a nozzle of some description. Piece of, well, what? I don't think it's lead. And then lead in grotty pieces of lead. Okay, and then pewter spoon. These are the goodies. Pewter spoon. Bronze, I don't know what. Again, I thought this was a knife guard. It could just be for on a strap. Not sure at all. Ring here, solid bronze ring, nice. 3 holes in, obviously for attaching to something. This is just thin pressed copper. It looks like the back of a doorknob, you know. Just a knob goes on there, as far as I'm aware. Clog clasp, gigantic. As clog clasps go, that is big. Big, big, big. Dare be giants in the land. Oh my goodness, was that big. Coins, because this is what I would go looking for when I go on my intuition hunts. Didn't find any silver, unfortunately, but a nice little halfpenny there, if I can just get that date in right. Not too good at focus in this camera. £19.22, halfpenny. 1907. Yes, 1907. Penny there, 1 penny. Edward VII. Nice coin. And then 3 Georgian. One very, very smooth. Actually worn smooth. Still got the serrations on the edge though. These, can you see them? Little, like teeth. It was to stop you clipping a coin. 1806, 1807, all 3 of these. Georgian. She's in there, Britannia, look. Head, body, shield there. Turn it that way up, we should get his head. There he is, look. Hello, George. George 3, oh there. Oh, it's gone again. There, see the 1, 2, 3 at the top of the coin. 1, 2, 3, George 3rd. Actually 1, 1, 1, not 1, 2, 3. And then we have another one. Again with the, this is the one in the best nick. You can actually see in there, and you can see the 3 1s at the top for George 3. DG, da Grazia, something or other. Georgius. Yeah, Georgius. Turn them over that way, and we've got Britannia there. There is no date on the bottom of this. Although there looks to be. I shall just check on this. But I think the date is on the bottom of these heads. Down there. 1806 or 7. I'll have to move to a bit of better land, that's all there is to it. Anyway, so that was quite a good intuition hunt, was that? So I'm off now to the bonfire display. See all the fireworks. I don't know if you know, but Guy Faukes, he tried to burn Parliament down way back in our past, and every November the 5th since then we've lit bonfires and burned dummies of Guy Faukes. Oh, what a barbaric lot. Anyway, until I see you next time, you take care. Happy hunting. Bye.